I mean, so as we get ready to wrap, Elizabeth, I'm curious. Zach and I share the same sentiment on this. I'm curious your take. Is business personal?
I think it is. I've always thought it was, and that's why
And Zach and I are in the same boat.
that's why okay, when was in corporate, I used to get in trouble a lot because I had amazing relationships and I also had secret relationships. There's another time I said secret, right? Because that we were put in a corporate world where we weren't allowed and encouraged to fraternize with people or to mix outside of, like, in the vendor community or in other hospitals and other things. So yeah, but I went ahead and I persevered and I had my own relationships with them. I think business is personal because that's why I was able to do the rest of the things I've done in my life. A lot of those people that came to my book signings and celebrated with me were people from my past life.
We never know when those things are going to align either, right? And so that's why you got to keep the
You
friendships
don't.
there. I have a client who, for 10 years, I was just friends with, was not in the right position for this individual to buy something from me.
Right.
And then when they go to the correct job, it was like the first call and it was like, boom, it was like Yahtzee. And I was like, hallelujah. But had I not, collected a true friend in that situation, I would have lost someone in that situation. I would have lost a friend, which is the most important thing.
Right.
And then the secondary thing is I would have lost a little bit of cheddar, if you will. So,
but you were worthy of their time and devotion.
Well, that is wonderful.
See? But I got to tell you, there was a lot of people that had a problem with that subtitle with me. They were like,
you know
I'm
what?
not comfortable with worthy. And I'm like, well, then that's the right word. So because right now people it's kind of like an ugly word. They're like, well, you shouldn't talk about people's worth and their value. I'm like, no, we absolutely need to talk about that.
If people want to debate it, that means it's the right thing. If there's a battle between those things, it's the right thing. So as we close up, I want to make this point. Tim and I have always we've talked about this a little bit before here, but he'll disagree with this. He didn't feel this way. But when Tim and I first met, we were not like true friends for a while. And it took a while for it to actually happen.
I like Zach. Zach just didn't like me.
I thought he was associated with one of those nincompoops, if you want to, with one of those. I don't even know what a nincompoop is. I feel like
nobody was vouching for you, Tim.
No, because I was going out of my comfort zone, trying to expand my network and talk to people. So I approached Zach. So yeah, it was a cold email, a cold visit, and so I had to build and earn that.
And it was fine in this in-between phase, but I wasn't interested because he was associated with someone else who had done me dirty, that I wasn't willing to take that next step. But then
associated I don't know if that's very loosely.
He was associated. It was associated. This is like 2011 time frame, 2012. So then Tim, I sent out this email. Did you win that award that year or no? I can't remember. There was four of us, right?
Just nominated. Yeah, I didn't win.
Okay, so there was a handful of us that won this award from CIT, which is like some investment group out of Northern Virginia. And I was like super big into community at that point. I was like, yo, let's all go to DC together. And let's Keith Fervent had this big ass car. And he was like, I can have like 9 people in my car. And Tim was like, I'll be one of the ones. And I was like, screw it, let's do it. And so over beers, because beers always make things better.
Yes.
There was a connection. We realized that he was not loosely affiliated or lukewarm with this individual. And ever since then, he's been my boy. So thank you, December 5th, 2012. That was the day, maybe it was 2013, the day that that he became worthy.
Truth was revealed.
He became my true friend, and he became worthy of my time and devotion. As said by collecting true friends.
I love it.
I can't believe you told
Did you all notice that I made it very on the front of it? This is for everybody. So all ages, men, women, sizes, shapes, wherever they're from.
I just thought it was Rocky and his family, to be honest.
Rocky?
Rocky Balboa.
Especially the one on the.
That's why I said we need our belt in there. See, I should put a belt in there. I'm sorry, Tim.
Hey, what is your sticker on there? I don't have that on mine.
Oh, that's the bestseller. So when I went from this,
I got an OG.
That's the original one. You didn't get a bestseller sticker?
No, because I got mine.
Oh, because you got yours before it went bestseller. Yeah, that's because of the Canadian. So you have the original collectible.
I'm an OG.
Good.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. So are you going to put the connection in there, how they can get hold of me? And
Yes.
we're good on that. Good. Thank you. And then that has the link. They can go to collectingtruefriends.com if they want to read more, as well as that's my bio link. And it is on Amazon too, if they'd like a copy. I'd love to meet whoever's listening here though, because we're always about, it's what we're about. Love to meet the peeps.
Peeps with a Z.
The peeps.
Red Hawk, it's been absolutely wonderful having a conversation.
You.
Tim, anything else?
No, appreciate the time, Red Hawk.
Thank you.
Tim, thank you for a wonderful 9 years of being out of the
Oh, I hope that's not the end of it. Is he like pushing you out the window now? So be careful there, right?
I think Tim hates me most days. I'm like, oh gosh, like.
Well, send me over to your friends and family for speeches and media. We're out there right now. We're spreading the word to the message that we want to end loneliness. Loneliness does not have to happen. And I forgot to say this for those that are listening. Loneliness is equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So you don't have to stay lonely. You can have friends. A life lacking true friends is fixable. It's totally fixable. And I'm part of that. So yep, let me share the message.
Bam.
Red Hawk out.
As someone who's been directly involved within the startup community for almost a decade, I want to talk to you about a serious pain point. Spending a ton of time trying to understand the business landscape in the 757. That's time that should be focused on growing the business. At StartWheel, we're here to help you by compiling all of the news you need to know about in one place. Now there's no need to search multiple websites. Just head to startwheel.org and see for yourself. That's startwheel.org.